Yes, yes.
Are we in, yeah?
Yeah, man, we are. What are you saying? You're just playing on the phone and that, yeah?
I was going to say the message back quickly. How long is this guy going to let this song run for now?
Oh, this is the thing, bro. Come on, man.
Enjoying over there.
Yeah, man.
We're in, man. We're back, man.
Yes.
We've got some guests in the building.
What are you saying?
Hi. Hello.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Been hanging out for the last hour and a bit.
Yeah.
Hi, hello, hi.
Some small technicals. These are voices you recognise.
Yeah, man.
Me, it's After 7 in the building.
Oh no.
Big
Yeah.
man use. AKA Uncle Use.
Uncle.
AKA Security.
Big Unc.
Big Unc. This ain't nice.
Wait.
I don't want to do that to you because...
But you're claiming that now?
What?
Whoa.
Well, Big Unc.
Sorry.
Gina, I know you've been in the gym, but can
Come
you...
into.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Tear the place down.
Sorry.
Oh, small bicep. Jesus.
Forgiveness. Sorry.
Yeah, Big Unc, you can claim that.
Yeah, of course.
That's the title right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
What? Big Unc?
I think Use is embracing the age thing better now because
No, I have to. The
on
thing
the
is,
internet there was... Well, not the internet.
What do you mean?
Our friends, VP, Fred, Temi and that. Anytime they see you,
listen,
you should make the man prostrate when they see you, bro.
they should, to be fair.
To be
yeah,
fair.
this is the thing, though.
They
I
should,
think
to be
like
fair.
a lot of people are trying to like steer away from age. So like, everyone has a birthday, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I was telling G how I like the fact that Skepta embraced that he turned 40.
Facts.
But most man around that age is all inconspicuous and
But then also, yeah.
But also,
30 plus.
That's because,
30 plus.
that's because of
30 plus.
lifestyle choices as well.
but
Because
this, I was gonna say, one, it's because he's Skepta. Two,
yeah,
also he looks really good for his age.
Yeah.
Three,
He's
the
successful.
accomplishments.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. If you ain't looking fly and you ain't successful, you're not gonna wanna.
Claim the
Like
age.
I get it.
But why though? Like everyone's gonna turn, inshallah.
God forbid if you
age,
pop down at
innit?
40, you're not
Well, this
you're
is
not
40
announcing
though.
it. But I'm
I
saying
ain't 40.
when you get there, innit? But like God
Yeah.
forbid, obviously we're progressing, innit? Like, that's not what you're pushing back.
has the goalpost moved though? Like, because how I'm looking at Skepta now at 40,
Yeah.
when I was a youngin,
Yeah.
I didn't see 40 and have that image.
You had an uncle.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like 40 and like even 30 when I was a kid was mad, bro.
It's because we hadn't lived any life yet, innit? So
Yeah.
like, in our teenage age, you think that's everything, innit? Then you
30-year-olds look mad serious, wearing suits all the time.
Yeah.
The uncles just used to wear suits for no reason.
Yeah.
Bluetooth headset.
I think ages have got younger. Like 40 is younger in my head now than it was
Definitely,
when I was a kid. 40,
Yeah.
As a kid, 40 was Asian. It was old.
Yeah.
Now it's still a bit. You know what I mean? Vibrant.
Yeah,
It's
so
our
like-
life, you know. Like these are I think generally like our better years, innit?
Yeah.
If you've got stuff pattern as well, these are the better years.
Especially
'cause-
if you're taking care of yourself still.
true.
You know what I mean? 'Cause there's a man in their 40s that are looking like they're in their 50s.
Yeah.
But there's a man in their 40s that look like they're in their 30s.
Bro, like
what I mean?
all I need to do is go on Facebook, and look
I
at
your
like school friends.
Come on.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't do that. I'm in like a school reunion group chat, innit? And like I've missed the last couple link ups, but I've seen some of the photos that have been sent into the group chat.
Yeah.
And some man are looking splendid.
And some men are looking unsplendid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if that's the word.
Do you know what I think it is? Do you know what I think you could, like with me, I claim my age all the time, yeah?
Yeah.
And like people can make me feel some type of way, but do you know what it is? It's the young girls, yeah, who like, and it's not shade because it always comes as an element of surprise. Like, I said, how old are you? And whenever I say my age, like, swear.
You know, that's
say mums.
Yeah.
I'm like,
They swear.
That's what it is. Because we don't look our age, it's
Yeah.
always a big shock.
Also,
Yeah.
you're outsiders where you're enjoying life.
Yeah.
You're not doing what we would have thought at like 15 or 30-year-old is like you're just still enjoying
Basically,
life.
I can be in the same venue as you. Like we can do the same things. Like
Yeah.
as much as you're 10 years my peer, right? You're like, do you know what I mean? You're 10 years younger than me, but we can both be in the same place. And not tooting my own horn, but again, I don't look my age, so I can. Do you know what I mean? I can mingle.
You can cut through.
Yeah, and no one's gonna think, oh, grandma should go home and feed her kids.
Yeah, but at the same time, what the other day taught us, like we should just stay in your lane, innit?
What's that?
What's
What's
happening?
over there?
Just like obviously when you know, like sometimes the older lot are like, oh yeah, you know, some of you youngins like look mad, like or look older than you are, or look washed up already. Just leave it alone, man.
Oh, is it because the girl who
when the younger lot start cooking,
Yeah.
Oh, you
I'm
got
not
to leave
gonna
them to it. You got to leave them to it.
they're relentless. They're relentless.
They got energy. That's why.
The
G.
difference between
They
us.
don't take cod liver oil tablets.
Listen, the difference between us and them, yeah, is they are relentless and they operate from a different skill set. Like
Yeah.
we don't play from the same book.
They can type faster. The thumbs don't hurt. Like they're on it.
Yeah.
Like they're just that the way that I know what you're talking about. The girl in it.
Yeah.
The way
But it just happens. But it happens
often,
regularly.
Yeah. Basically, one girl was basically saying, "I can't date a guy over is it 25."
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, that's
The
what
young girl.
Chris was talking about last week.
Yeah, and she was just
Yeah,
like,
we
"Oh,
spoke
if you're
about
over
it.
25, like ill." Just the thought of it.
Yeah.
That was her opinion, right? And then there was an older guy who was just like, "With your auntie body and you're talking."
Ah.
Hold on, no. You think that's bad?
Yeah.
She went and took a picture. She went and found a picture of his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And said, "You're the same person lying next to someone who has an aunt. Like you're actually lying
She
next
was
to
like-
an actual auntie."
She was like, hold on, I'm
She
gonna
was
go
like,
get my.
listen,
I'm gonna
she
go
goes- she
eat
said, I'm
first.
gonna go and eat
Yeah.
and come back.
But who
If by the
looked?
time-
But who looked more like an auntie? The
she
girl
didn't
or
release
his
the
wife?
picture, but she said, basically, her point was,
Yeah.
you're a big ass man in your
Yeah.
40s,
Yeah.
and you're coming to comment on a 23-year-old's
Okay,
tweet,
okay.
right?
And you're married.
And you're married, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
okay.
why are you talking
Allow
about
it.
my body? Talking about auntie
Allow
body.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
She was like, I'm gonna show the world who you lie next to at night. We can talk
Showing
about
the
auntie
world is
body.
crazy.
Yeah,
Then
saying
she-
I'm
then
gonna
she-
show the world who you lay next to at night.
But you know what?
You
You
play
know
with,
what was
you play
mad?
with.
Let me tell you what's mad. She said, I'm going to go and eat.
Yeah.
Let me
I'll
go
come
and
back.
quench my hunger.
Quench my hunger.
When I come back,
Quench the hunger.
quench my hunger, bro. Yes, not
Hey,
quench.
Gene, we'll talk about it after.
Not quench my.
Hello?
No, hold
Quench
on.
my hunger.
She's not quenching her
First.
test.
Our hunger.
Test.
She's questioning.
the
I know
hunger.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, I hear you.
And then she goes, by the time I come back, if this tweet is still here,
Yeah.
I will show your wife to the world.
And
So,
what
you
he
know-
he just
He deleted
deleted
the tweet.
it.
You know, I didn't press Chrissy too much in this last week.
you got to stand firm.
Let's say,
in
go,
that.
let's say it
You
was
know why
your
you
man.
can't?
Why?
Because not being rude, yeah, but your
No,
wife
but,
is catching. No,
but that
The
is
straight, the
that
straight-
is an admittance that you don't rate your
I was
wife.
gonna ask
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
Gina,
That's what that is.
Yeah.
If your man, if your man, God forbid, was on his Twitter streets acting up,
Aha.
and then now the lady says, this tweet better self-destruct.
Yeah.
If not in 5 minutes, I'm gonna go
Expose-
to Just
yeah.
Gene's page and show all her selfies and that. If your man then deletes the tweet, is that not admitting that he doesn't believe in your source?
No, do you know what? No, it's not.
Yeah.
There's two ways to look at it.
Okay, let's
yeah?
go for it.
Because I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
My mind never went there.
Yeah.
Because my mind went to, your wife is now about to catch a serious.
But if my wife is an absolute breakers,
No, but a
and now it
series-
backfires on the other girl, like everyone's looking at my wife like she's buff.
No, but a series of stray bullets. Her
Yeah.
picture's about to circulate all over the internet,
Yeah.
and she's minding
And
her
the group
business.
chats and that, yeah.
Group chats. It's gonna go viral because this conversation is going viral.
Yeah.
And your wife is now about to be exposed and be humiliated publicly, regardless of whether even if she's a breakers. Who wants that level of, like, I'm minding my own business, you know, and now I'm trending on the internet. I can go into work tomorrow and my colleague can be like, oh, my daughter was on the internet and saw X, Y. Do you know what I mean? Or like
If she
your
was a
aunt-
breakers as well, you got to deal with like
Man,
other
them-
dons now.
So for me,
No, but if if she was the breakers, the girl wouldn't use her picture as a
It's true.
commandment.
That's
So-
true.
So
She wouldn't be saying like, "Oh yeah, let me go eat first, and
Exactly.
then I'll show the world."
she's saying that because she's already peeped it, and she's
Yeah.
saying that she ain't a breakers.
Yeah, because she will not shut that shot if she didn't go and do research. And
No,
everything.
of
I've
course,
already
but-
seen the pics.
but I think regardless, it's annoying because even with him, yeah, why are you getting involved in like one women's business?
Yeah.
And younger women's business, like, who begged
Yeah,
you?
double whammy, innit?
Why did you
Yeah.
get involved?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
now I'm gonna go and catch a straight. Do you know if that was me? The way
She was
I'd
at work.
The way I'd slap the back of his head, yeah.
Yeah.
Like me and you are actually beefing.
Yeah, yeah,
Because I
facts.
think. Because I'd be so angry, yeah. Because I'd be like, you're such a dickhead. Like, why did you even go and get involved? It had nothing to do with you.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Like, that would have pissed me off.
Yeah.
And then if I caught her straight after that, you're sleeping on the sofa for time.
The man, them, like, how do you feel about that though?
Think about the
Sleeping on
embarrassment.
the sofa.
Think about the embarrassment I'm going to deal with. You ain't lying next to me. Yeah.
Are you man? If it's your house, are you man
I'll
sleeping
be
on the
honest with
sofa?
you, I'm a professional at like back-to-back sleeping.
Oh, me, man, I don't mind back to back.
Because we'll figure this out in the morning.
I don't
but
mind
right
back to
now,
back. I
this
don't
is
mind back to
memory
back.
foam. Like this mattress
Do you
is
know why we can't do
amazing.
memory? Do you know why we can't do back to back?
Why?
Even if I hear you move, like if you like turn in the,
Yeah.
oh,
Do you know what's
I'm
peak?
gonna be
Some of my
livid.
best sleeps have been off the back of like a fallout.
Really?
No, my best sleeps are back to back. When
Back
it's
to
time,
back.
like when
Yeah.
I'm done for the night, it's a back to back thing.
Yeah.
Like when
That's
I'm
not
done
that
for the
that's
night.
what
I'm not on
as
the
a lie.
spooning thing,
All that
like-
movie stuff where you're cuddled up here. After about 6 seconds,
Yeah, I can cuddle. I can't fall asleep cuddling.
Yeah, that's mad.
I can.
Nah.
You guys don't understand. Our arms just there, dead.
Yeah, my arms
Can I be
dead.
We're trying to
honest?
do like guy man.
I'm
This
like
time the arms
I'm
dead.
like a baby. Yeah, I need a chest.
Okay.
I need to sleep. Like if I can.
So if you're Gina's man listening right now, incline.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
incline. Bench press and that.
Bench pressing them
Come on.
things.
Incline, flat bench.
What,
Okay,
no
listen,
less than 100k.
We want,
G
listen,
and that.
we want all rats of flat bench. We want incline. You want flies.
What's a
Okay.
flex?
Decline bench as well.
What?
Decline bench as well.
Decline as well. We want incline push
man
up,
said
decline push up,
Diamond push-ups.
Decline.
diamond push up.
Jesus
Grab
Christ.
even the machines, everything. Just
GymShark membership in that as well.
stop
That's what we need
it.
to talk about. Is that part of the package? So I didn't introduce you properly, but like today we're joined by Meet Us After 7.
Yeah, you didn't introduce us.
Use. No, we'll get to us. Let's not worry about us.
We need to worry about
Security use.
security use.
Yeah. We'll talk about security, but GymShark Geen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GymShark
Just Geen.
Gene.
Any other monikers? Is it just G?
Gin. Who was I talking about? Gin. Was it me and you that was talking about GymShark?
GymShark.
GymShark. Yeah.
GymShark.
GymShark.
GymShark. I don't know.
I was like,
Gin.
I ain't sold on that one though.
I was like GymShark or GeneShark, and everyone was like GeneShark sounds better. But I said with Gin, yeah. I feel like my mum, like my auntie, would be like GymShark. Like it sounds.
No, but I think gin sounds closer to gym.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
GIN, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
GymShark.
gin has other connotations, so you got to be careful with that. In other communities, if you say gin, so
Yeah, but
yeah.
then
Yeah. So I like it, man. Gina's just out here flourishing.
Flourishing.
small.
We love
So,
it.
so do you, as a potential, if a suitor's around, does he get, if he plays his cards right, does he get a GymShark membership as well?
Yeah, I would like that up. We'll get.
Okay.
wait, hold on. Does GymShark have a gym?
They've got a in their but it's not in London.
Why don't they have a gym though? Like
They've
an
got-
actual gym.
It's
Nah,
like gym apparel, though, isn't it?
Huh?
That's a no-brainer, isn't it?
Yeah, like I'm sure.
Well-
I'm sure that's in the works, right?
I don't know because the thing is their gym in their HQ is sick. I always like.
Yeah,
every
but
time-
that's for staff.
No, I know, but I'm saying every time I go there,
Yeah.
I just always think, nah, you lot generally have like the best
Yeah.
employer in the world, bro. Like the gym is lit.
So it's not.
machines are
So it's
lit.
not like anything in Carrington.
Don't you say that came back after 10 years, the Wi-Fi was the same?
that jacuzzi is the same as it was in
Fam,
09.
You know
you're
how crazy it
saying
is? Man said
Matt
the jacuzzi
said
the same.
United are still using Windows XP and
Don't
that.
do that, don't do that.
Jacuzzi,
Man said the
chef.
dinner ladies are the same.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
This is not even a football podcast, but that interview is
Ronaldo
crazy.
came to just tear the whole house down, man.
Listen, he was like, you know what? I've got to say something, innit?
Yeah.
And he was like, you lot didn't believe me when I was telling you lot that my daughter was sick. Cool.
Do you think that story is true though?
I don't know, but if you're gonna, if that is true, I hear it.
No, because it is. If that's true, I'm not mad at him. Like moving as moving.
Yeah.
Have you seen the interview, Gene?
No.
Okay.
No, it's just the interview's not out yet. It's just a little.
I've seen like enough like clips where you get the gist of.
You get the overall gist of it.
yeah.
You get the overall gist of it.
And it's interesting when there's one bit where he sat he's with Piers Morgan. It's like, you know, someone asks you leading questions like, I think it's a whole Rooney thing, innit?
Yeah.
He basically like, he's been talking shit about you, innit? That's literally what he says. Like, he's been talking shit about you. He's like, yeah, he's been going in on me.
Do you know what? I'm here for all the smoke because I don't necessarily care about what's going on over there. I just want the mess. I want him to. I'm not going to watch the whole interview. I've seen enough.
Yeah.
Even like the parody tweets are just getting me back.
Parody tweets are kidding me
The
because
Sancho
I don't know
ones are the
what's to start with.
Yeah.
I don't know what
You know
was
what's
a lie
true or
and what
not,
was
yeah.
true. Now I know what's lies.
But we got to lead with the funnies though. The
The
Sancho
first
ones
one
are hilarious.
was about Sancho and Ingala going to uni or something like. There's better professions out there. You
Yeah.
guys could have went to uni. That was the first one I saw. That I thought
What
was,
about the one when he's coming to training and saying who's billing it?
yeah, that's when
Who's
I-
gonna
don't
bill
do
it?
that.
But that's when I knew this is
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
they're
yeah.
hilarious though.
yeah.
There's one about Miri jeans and that.
Miri
He
jeans,
told
one
them
about
Ronaldo to
Broke
step up his
boys.
drip.
mixed grill.
Mixed grill.
Yeah. Like, yo, bro, after the game, let's go and get a mixed grill.
Listen,
I
man.
don't get it. So you know this? Is it? You know the stuff we're talking about,
Yeah.
right? Does he actually say these things?
No, he's saying a lot of scathing things about Man United, but all the stuff about Sancho and it's all jokes, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all jokes.
The internet's so good where it's like, if you not follow the story from the beginning, you'd think some of those things are true.
Okay.
They're that funny. It's like, yeah, you know what? Even if they're not true, fuck it, we're running with it.
Yeah, it's just someone like within an establishment that is also seen as like one of the greatest to ever play the game.
Yeah.
He's ruffling feathers. So now the club are seeking legal advice about how to handle the situation.
Really?
Which is funny.
He would just get fined. That's what it is. We get fined.
Yeah,
They find the maximum.
So who
that's
does he
it.
play? Who does he play for now?
Man United.
Man United.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's basically speaking out about his.
He's employed. Why is he still employed and that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Not why, but like.
Yeah.
He wants to leave, innit?
Oh, okay.
He wants to leave. He's unhappy. He's disgruntled. All of that.
Okay.
The
Cool.
thing I don't like saying, I want to get off it. He is too big for United, and because of how he's moving, they should have just got rid of him.
Yeah, that's what
It's just not good. Like, you know, when you need young players to come through. He's kind of stifling their progression in it. So it's not like when he's playing the team, we're doing that better anyway. So
Yeah, man. And I guess he gave Piers Morgan that a little boost
yeah, it helps
to come back.
innit?
Yeah.
So,
So
yeah, we're joined by you lot. The reason I was calling you security is I've not seen his lot in ages, yeah, but I feel like in the last few months I've seen you a good couple of times, yeah.
Yeah,
And each time I've seen him, he's doing what the man you know you're out with your lady.
Right.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Okay.
Having the wine leg start.
Yeah. I ain't gonna try. I ain't trying.
Across the room, but I can see your situation. The minute she goes to toilet, I'll come and hail you up. We'll have our chit chat for 2 minutes max.
The length of time that she's
Because as soon as she's back,
Yeah.
you're back on job, bro.
I hear it.
As soon as I see the man then by the bar and there's a nice little cute bag there with a B on it.
You know what time it is. He said with a B. This B?
Facts though.
Hey.
It's facts though. I see you, so I was like,
Well, hold on though. If it ain't that B, then what?
Was
If it's a different type of B, what are you saying?
I don't know.
It's just got to be that B or nothing.
I'm just asking if this is the B. That was it.
no, don't worry. You're in the category. You're in the spec as well.
What's that? Burberry.
I don't know.
Balenciagas.
Balenciaga,
Any other B?
Balenciagas.
Or is it Burton?
But you're annoying.
Nah, I see you, so I was like, yeah, man, enjoy your time, man.
I mean, yeah, it's
done
been a
it.
long time since I've had to do that, but you know,
Oh, we need to get you back out there as well, innit?
not really. But
No, you're not
I
really.
hear it
No. How long you been single for?
for a number of years. Still,
That's a loaded question. That's a loaded
Loaded,
question.
yeah. A number.
Bit of a sticky one still.
See, when I start rubbing their beard and they can't just
Never mind.
can't really give
Do
you
you know,
the answer.
I know why you can't give that answer because there's certain people that are probably thinking, huh?
Wait, what?
No, you don't want to confirm or deny timelines, innit? So
Sorry.
leave everything kind of ambiguous a little bit, innit? So but it's nice seeing everyone out just, enjoying their time and being their ladies and that. So
Yeah, man, you got to provide some balance, and like it's good that the man them are sticking right beside their missus, because sometimes if you're separated and that, how's man to know?
I hear it.
Do you know what I mean? How's man to know?
How's man
He's
to know?
How's man to know?
From
guys?
experience, we hear it.
Nah, but it happens, innit? So
And I think in that scenario, it's kind of like fair though.
Yeah.
That I feel like guys who get angry over a guy moving to their missus, I think it depends on how the
There's
guy
levels.
approaches. No, 100%. Like if the person's very disrespectful, then do you know what I mean? But I think if it's like a do you know what I mean? Sometimes it can just be genuine. And if when she says I've got a man or whatever, it's like it's respectful. You can't really be mad.
yeah, man.
You mean
Like
if it happens in his presence or
No, not in your no. If you're standing right next, that's
So if-
different.
What's the nature of you hit my elbows down?
if you're standing right there, oof, it's a disrespect.
No, that is
Yeah,
disrespectful.
yeah.
But
No,
some
but I
men are
mean,
like,
let's just
they
say
are
she's gone.
proper brazy with it, like,
No, but yeah, go on.
like they don't care.
Yeah.
Like I would be shocked if I saw you out and like Donnie would approach like as you're with your lady and that.
Yeah.
I've been out before. You
No,
know,
I'm not gonna
sometimes
lie,
you're
I'll be dumbfounded.
yeah.
I'll be like,
you almost so shocked you don't have to react. You don't
like,
see me.
they don't
Wait.
see me standing right here. What's going on?
Yeah, like be
What's
afraid a
going
little
on?
bit, Yeah.
Yeah.
the thing is that like sometimes in a situation, because you're so dumbfounded, all right, cool, you're there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and more times than not, she'll handle the situation. But if it gets to a point where Donnie's just, do you know what I'm saying? That's when you step in like with force.
Do you know what's fun? I've never had to do it with like a partner, but like my female friends, I've been a couple of times where like you can tell Don he's lingering and like,
yeah.
and they don't really want to say anything, but they kind of give you that look, and then you've got to kind of step in. And those are the worst because Dons almost don't respect it because they clock it's not your lady.
Yeah.
So they're like, why, bro? That's my. Sometimes say that's my sister. I tell them, listen, bro, that's my sister. Like,
But you can do that though. No one can question whether that's your sister or not.
No. When you do that, it's
You
cool.
can just say it's family, like
Yeah.
whether that's your cousin, your sister, your brother's girl, like
But hold on, do you only do that if the girl gives you a signal to say, step in?
I've done it once where like there was no signal, but I could genuinely tell that like also she
was
was
in
mad
distress.
drunk, innit?
Okay,
So
okay.
it was like there's no way you've got any signals here because she's
Yeah.
proper boozy.
Yeah.
Let's just make sure there's no.
Okay.
And there's also nothing wrong with just going over there and assessing the situation.
Just let it
Just
be
let you good.
like
yeah.
even
And then-
with a guy when a guy comes,
Do you know what I mean?
like, I respect that though.
Yeah,
Like, you
cool.
good.
I like
and
that.
But how do you? Because are you? I'm guessing you got a lot of like male friends, innit? So you can be the one of the, if not the only one of the few girls around the guys.
Yeah.
So what's that like for you when you're out? Because obviously those aren't your dons like that, but those
Do
are
you
your
know
guys.
what?
Our guys then intimidated to approach because
This
you're
is
with
it,
the
right?
guys.
So like last week Wednesday, I went to a comedy show, and when I say I was with the mandem, I was with the mandem, like literally.
Fuck of the family. There we go.
Even my cousin was like, "Wait, you didn't want to come with any girls?" Like literally, there was so many. Do you know what it is? So I went to meet my friend, yeah, and I knew that we were going together, and his other friend was coming. So in my head, there's like 3 of us, yeah. When I get to the car's full of guys. So I'm like, okay, this is fine. Then on the way, there's bare phone calls. So this person's me. I said, hey.
Yeah.
Full
This
squad
one is
time.
literally
Avengers on that.
Also, comedy shows are a good little vibe as well. You come out, it's more chilled.
So when I got there, I just thought, this is like, there's like 12 man here. And you
ruining your market.
Literally. So I remember I bumped into Gracious, Marv, and Matty. They're like, oh, who you with? I was like, the Mandem. They're like, the Mandem. I was like, no, seriously. They were like, where is he? I said, no, there's no he. I was like, literally, I'm with like a group of thingy. And then even when I was standing there, Grace came up to me and goes, you know, you're proper blocking your market. He goes, you're proper like just in a mix of all. I said, I know, this is so unfortunate.
What's the market like for GymShark Geen?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
It's a good question.
Well, I mean, it's there, innit? Like, I'm not gonna act like I don't get pursued, I guess.
Pursued is crazy.
Nah,
Pursued.
Gina, please. What is this? I'm not gonna like.
What's the jungle say nowadays?
Oh, all right, cool.
That's the term. The
We
jungle.
have little.
All right, cool. Do you know what it is?
Code name
Code
for
name.
it.
All right, cool.
Okay.
This is what it is, yeah.
I like you. So you have to probe you. Let's get to the truth.
Dating is the ghetto, right?
Okay.
Dating is just the ghetto. In my opinion, it's the ghetto,
Yeah.
innit? And I feel like everyone just wants to tear up in my bum. Sorry, I know.
Hey!
Wow.
Tear.
Shit.
Tear,
Then
so-
tear open the
bum.
nyash.
The bum. So I'm very kind of like, not on edge, but like, do you know when I meet guys, I'm just very like,
Do you feel like they lead in sex first?
not all the time, but if you are a guy that leads with sex first, I'm just like, I just think,
But then also, does that not kind of like, you should, on one hand, maybe respect that a little bit because at least he's being frank and honest.
With
So at
what he
least you can
wants.
filter
Yeah.
out. And if you're on that,
no,
if
of
you're on it,
course.
but if you're not on that, at least get out of the way now.
Yeah,
at least
no.
you don't lie to me for 6 months and then,
Yeah.
Sorry, that PTSD.
I mean, certain man played a long game. Look at Yo Gotti. He just finally bagged Angela Simmons.
Bro.
Listen,
After
that
what,
is
like
you
8
call
years?
True manifestation.
No,
fam.
If
Fam.
I'm him, I don't know if I want it at this point.
Oh, what, if you're him,
Bro, now suddenly when I'm head of the label, I've got Glorilla, I've got Moneybag. Yo, now you
And
want
I've
me.
got a beard.
No, you know what
Now
it
you
Bro,
want
he's
me.
got a beard.
No, it is. He trimmed up. You see
Yeah,
him?
yeah.
Oh, he had to get rid of.
He's
Yeah,
fit
yeah,
now.
yeah.
He's fit now. You see him?
Yeah, I see.
Looking good.
I see one
He
little
did
clip
slim
where.
up, he did slim up, yeah.
Yeah, I see one little clip and he's like, oh yeah, come through like to the crib, like bare water in the fridge. He's talking about greens.
What, health and that.
Yeah.
no more
Yeah,
health.
yeah. And I'm like, that's like cool, like, you know.
That's hilarious. So what?
Yeah.
Oh.
Grow a beard, innit?
Grow a beard, get some muscles, and you know.
No,
Don't
it's-
need sex first.
It's not even that. Do you know what it is? Okay, let me be honest, yeah. I'm very big on personality.
Okay.
So, like, I have to, like, I could see you and be physically attracted to you, but
Based off personality.
no, as in, hear me out, let me land. man.
Like, he's on your
Just
neck.
asking, just asking.
Alright.
As in, like, I could see a guy and think, oh, he's good looking, and that's just literally it. Like, I won't want anything more. I won't even be intrigued for
Oh,
anything
it's just attraction.
more.
You look
Right,
nice,
right,
but
right.
That's
That's
it.
it. Like,
Yeah.
that's generally how I am. Like, I don't, for me to fancy someone, it's so much more than the physical. Like, I realize about myself, like,
Okay.
I can appreciate someone's good looking and keep it moving. But for
Yeah.
me to fancy you, it has to be like on a deeper level. It's personality, it's connection. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm like. So generally speaking, it's like, that's why if you're leading with like sex first and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff, I just shut off in it because I'm like, I'm not even gonna allow myself to get to know your personality, even if you are good looking.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
I mean,
Must
no,
be
that makes
difficult.
sense.
And also, it's like, yeah, I don't know,
Have
man.
you also got like you see, like sometimes you get the recipe because you've been around the man them, you know.
Do you know what?
So now,
Let
and
me
then
tell you
if
what-
they're truly your brethren as well, like there's that like it is. It's not even. There's no broker. It is broker because you're like the bro now. So I'm going to tell you all the real truths.
Do you know what? That's also a gift and a curse. Because I was talking to my other male friend and he
Yeah.
was like, the problem is because Mandem have put you on and you understand the
Yeah.
game, you're too cautious. Like,
Okay.
even
They
if
gave me that pure cocaine. It ain't stepped on.
literally
Jesus Christ.
raw, like pure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's like, your problem now is you always try to like unravel what you always try to like look for a problem or like, do you know what I mean? Like you don't just actually go with the flow.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
you're always trying to like, oh no, maybe, do you know what I mean? And it's true.
Yeah.
So
Don't try and be the oracle, man. Be Trinity
I'm
in this thing.
I'm literally just
Fair.
not always on edge here, but do you know what I mean? I just I don't go with the flow. It's
But is that version of yourself also replicated in Ghana when you
No, Ghana.
in Ghana?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Okay.
when I'm in Ghana, I'm not busy. I'm not like. Do you know what I mean?
I wasn't trying to start a rumor. I didn't say you was out there getting crazy.
No. But generally speaking, like it's the same all across the board. Like,
swear down. I would have thought that they're on a marriage vibe out there.
Have you not seen the tweet? It says, the problem is some of you lot come to Ghana for love. Ghana is just for business.
And it ain't that type of business.
No, and it's not. No,
business.
It ain't that type of. You know what I mean?
Legit. Don't, if you're trying to go there and fall in love, bro.
I felt like there was that little wave. You can attest to this year where like I think it was in the last like 3 to 5 years. A lot of our sisters were like starting to travel more, innit? They were getting more stuff in the passport, and they'll come back to oppress us that my husband's not in the UK.
Oh yeah.
So
but do you know what the problem is?
Abroad now, you're finding love. So you're telling me that
let me tell you what
it's still despair out there.
They're going over there and getting sold the wickedest dream. And remember over there, their mouth was sweet like sugarcane.
Okay.
Like you lot over here probably don't have as much time on your hands and you've got less to gain. Like some people even want you for papers, for indefinite stay, leave to remain.
Leave to remain.
I hear it.
In the United Kingdom, bro.
Hey, listen, like as you said, it's a business, isn't it? Everything is a hustle.
So like, do you know what it is? I've got too many horror stories of girls I know who've gone over there and got into a situation, like thought they met the love of their life and even got married and that found out my man's got a whole nother family. Like it's so common over there. So even with me, and the thing is, remember over there, right, culturally, having like cheating is like brushing your teeth first and foremost. Like no one sees an issue with cheating. Cheating is not a reason to leave your partner. Number two, like, and also over there, like I feel like even with women, obviously if you're like from here, you're, I guess generally speaking, you're a bit more independent, right? Yeah. So you don't have that codependency.
How you're raised here versus there is a little bit different.
Right. So over there, a lot of women are willing to accept what we won't accept. So you can't really come over there with your British values and be like, oh, like your guy can't cheat or your guy could do over there. They're like, do you know what I mean? And do you know what was really funny? Because remember,
just a couple months ago, I had a good joke in there.
Oh, okay. Right. You've changed. Yeah. Cool,
like, remember, I was there for 5 months, and I remember one of my male friends was just like, stay here for another 6 months. You change your mind.
Because you went home, you're thinking, yeah, it's great.
So, no. As in, like, I was still there with my British girl mentality.
Oh, okay.
And he said, he said, stay here another 6 months. Yeah. You'll change. And the reason why he's not lying is one of my female friends, she moved there last year. And we had an honest conversation. And she's like, G, when I first got here, I was doing that London girl, like, dating for love. And she said, fam, she got chewed and spat out. She goes, from that day onwards, she became a savage. And now, she's a savage.
Which is
like, she's
chopping
just
and changing.
Literally, like, she's just like, when she meets a guy, she'll let you know, like, listen, I'm high maintenance. This is what I need. These are my requirements. You can't keep it moving.
Oh, there's that. And Donnie's just like, you know what?
Yeah, and then there's guys who are like, okay, cool. Like, she's like, listen, no one's getting me from my, like, that stuff don't happen over here.
Oh, okay.
Do you get what I mean? So you have to be strategic and play the game because they are playing the exact same game.
The game is rigged.
Basically.
Shout outs to all you lot that escaped the jungle, man.
No, literally. Yeah. Those that are out of the jungle, like, you're lucky because those of us that are still...
Oh, they though.
That's hate.
Yeah. No,
Sounds like hate to me. That's hate.
No, that
is because on the other end, I know you guys hear horror stories, so like, we just don't... I don't think we should do it, but behind closed doors, you all know people are like, yeah, they're presenting amazingly, but like
behind closed doors,
it's not amazing.
It's the shits.
Mm.
And to be honest, right, I feel like for me and around me, I'm hearing a lot more people get divorced, like, or break up, like people that I know have been together for ages and stuff. And do you know what I mean? So that's also me thinking, like, with that, I'm just like, rah, do you know what? You actually have to take your time with all these things, you know.
How many divorcees are in your classes and that?
I mean, I don't know. I don't walk around and ask.
Because I know that sometimes, like, women bond that way, like, you know, like new lease of life.
Yeah, like divorce parties.
Yeah, there's divorce parties these days.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, you know, when they start shaving their hair off and maybe you don't want to, you know.
You got someone in mind, but that's too specific, bro.
Nah, it's common. Like, you see it, innit? Like, so...
I don't. Also, that generation people that married quite young, I'm seeing that side of things where, like, at this age now, it's like, okay, cool, they've broken up.
Yeah, because I feel like
COVID as well. COVID does smash a couple people's things up as well. So, you know, some of you are lucky you got back. You went outside, you stepped out, you know, it's a bit rough out there. Let me go home.
The streets are vicious, man.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, it ain't nice.
Stay inside. Where
you happy you're out of the?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Out of the game, man.
I respect it. But you know what we do some admin stuff because these lot they stopped their podcast, but they continue the podcast.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Then we see them every day on TDA.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not mad at it. I'm happy you're still around.
We can explain.
Yeah. I feel like you get this all the time, so we can draw a line in the sand.
Expand.
Yeah, we can expand on that.
So yeah, you guys had a podcast for how many years was Meet Off 7 going for? Or technically still going
6
for?
and a bit.
7. Well, this is
It'll be 7 in January, innit?
Yeah. So 6.5 years, 7 years.
Yeah. And you got to a point where you were like, you know what, we no longer want to do the podcast in this capacity. Yeah. What were the reason? What caused that? And
it was just, it was this one, innit? Just always in Ghana and just
shaking my ass on the yacht,
leaving me in the lurch.
Yeah. They were there showing you Pepe and you left.
Nah, you know what it was? Just, I think, just working wise, it just wasn't really clicking. I mean, Gina's got a lot of endeavors. I'm doing my thing, and it just wasn't really, clicking up the way it should, kind of thing, innit? But obviously, me and Gina are still here right now, so
yeah,
we're still friends.
Clearly,
Relationship is still great. It wasn't like a beef or an issue.
This is the thing though, like especially like when you're out there and people have been seeing you and subscribe to your content for years, and then all of a sudden, it's no longer.
Yeah,
that's when like people just try to create
drama.
Like even like when we've had like a week or 2 week break.
There's one, bro.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, like, oh, what's happened? And like, like
what
was the beef?
Of course it's me. I didn't do
and I'm
anything.
like, what? Can we not have a break? Or like, can we?
That's the thing. Like, it's clear that there's no.
I was gonna say though, I feel
it's
like
completely
even
obvious.
since we've separated,
Yeah.
like I don't think it's been clear that like there's any issues. Do you know what I mean? So it's literally not that, and we clearly can't seem to get away from each other.
Right.
Do you know as well? Because all the stuff's happened last couple of years with all those big American podcasts.
Yeah.
People then think, okay, cool, something must happen behind the scenes, business, or
Oh no.
all that type of thing. So I think that's where people are. I don't think they're all necessarily clutching at straws all the time, but for you guys, I don't think that applies, in it. So and then you didn't technically stop the podcast behind Patreon.
Yeah.
How's that going in terms of like catering to like maybe your core, your niche, and just feeding them rather than like having it publicly available to every and anyone?
Yeah. So the idea was, to be fair, to end the pod, do a live show this year, but carry on Patreon until the live show.
Of course,
Due to not being able to find a venue this year, that's why the live show is.
Venues are hard at the minute as well. Yeah.
That's why the live show's in
January.
Jan. So to people, it's like, why did you end the pod if the live show is not until next year?
Yeah.
That's not the way it was meant to be. To be fair, the original date, we were trying to do it in November.
Right.
We'll try and do it this
So
month.
literally
That
this
would've been
month,
closer when
Yeah, so that was meant to be like the grand closing
Okay.
kind of thing, innit? So yeah, live shows in Jan, so we're going to carry on doing Patreon. And obviously feed the loyal fans, and obviously Patreon's, it's a business, so it's income as well. So that's another positive, another reason to.
You want to listen. A lot of us have been paying to play. Now pay me to play for a little bit because you've been showing up week on week.
No, the thing is, do you know what I think people forget, right? That doing podcasts and stuff is like it's a job, it's a commitment, right? And it's not free. You have to pay, like, to invest in like studio time, whatever it is, like
your hours itself is
literally
time,
right. So imagine like 7 years of just consistency. So it's like, do you know what I mean? Like, so I think even with us, like, obviously we've gone onto Patreon. Like, I've had so many people message me, "Oh, can you guys just do the normal pod?" And I'm like, no. No, because you know why? Yeah. Oh,
I respect it because deep down you want to give it to them. At the same time, I'm like, these other people are paying for it. So why would I give you
and
what
like,
they're paying for free?
I'm a loyal fan. I've been listening to the sign up to Patreon then.
Sign up to the Patreon.
I literally keep, and I've said that to everybody.
Yus was vexed when you like done because like when he fully let off steam, I was like, you know what? I've got my spirit animal. If he can do it and be that honest.
Oh, you mean in terms of why we?
When he was like, I'm gonna blast. I'm not blasting all this, but I'm gonna tell you how I truly feel. That like, now we say the podcast is done. All these like swaves of tweets.
Yeah.
But when I needed you weeks before, you weren't there.
And that's the thing, because even like I said, even now, like when I see people, they lead with, "You've ruined my Sundays." No, I haven't.
Yeah.
You can
Go to
listen,
church.
But you can still like, we're still around. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, please don't stop the pod. Don't stop the pod. You've ruined my Sundays, and I'm like, but you can actually still listen on Patreon though. You just don't want to. You don't want to spend your coin.
Do you know as well? If you haven't, it's obviously hindsight is easy to say. If you've not created a buying culture early, to then try and give like something that someone's been getting for free for so long, and then say go and pay for it. Yeah. So people are starting now. They probably got examples of us, you, other people.
Yeah, that makes
good
sense,
things to do,
actually.
mistakes, the way to move. Maybe go to YouTube super early. Focus on visuals. Maybe get merch early. So that you've created that culture, and also like guest early, collaboration, all that stuff. Like, so they know what to do. Whereas at that point, like if I was this something for 7 years, they then tell me that, you know, go and pay for it. No matter how much I love it, there might be some pushback. I might not do it straight away.
Remember when Backchat did it and they were like, oh yeah, you pay £1.
Yeah.
And everyone was like kicking up a fuss, and I was like, it's £1. Like,
I know.
The thing is,
you know what? Our community is very strange.
I do understand why you wouldn't run to pay for something that you've been getting for free for so long. Innit? I get how the consumer mind works, so I'm not begrudging anyone in it. I know exactly how the game is, innit? But it's just like you said, when we were announcing that we left, it seemed like I was letting off some steam.
No, when I went in a bad way, it was just like you being honest.
It works both ways. Obviously, people don't like to, you know, open the veil in that regard.
No, speak your truth.
There's two sides,
especially because it was done. It was like, look, this is over. So if you let vex, I'm not coming back anyway.
yeah.
Because even though we had our reasons,
of course,
internally why the pod has ended, if certain things were better in terms of how the listeners, you know, were with us, support, etc., that might have given us more incentives. You know what?
Big fact.
Even though things don't seem great internally, because we've got all this support and XYZ happening, it's a reason to carry on. Of course. If that wasn't there, it's like, you know what? Fuck it.
A lot of the consumers also don't realize that, like, we really appreciate engagement.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, don't engage when I'm saying, like, oh yeah, that's it. Like, why are you speaking up now? Do you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people like just listen silently, innit? They enjoy it. They just want it to be a part of their routine, and then they go about their business. They don't necessarily want to engage or tweet. They just value the content for what it is.
We also both had, in terms of, there's tons of similarities in terms of my opinion from what I've seen, is that a lot of our listenership aren't actually that active on social media as well. That's why you cut them a little bit of slack. When you actually check, they're not people that necessarily care about social media like that, but the one or two times they do go online, they will engage with what you do. But generally speaking, they're not the people that are on the timeline all the time, tweeting, use the hashtag, just because in their day-to-day life, they don't use social media like that.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, if you maybe miss a drop or like post something late, it's such a big deal for them because you're part of their routine.
I get you.
But, when's the live show?
So the live show is the 15th of January.
Okay.
At Clapham Grand.
Dope.
In Clapham. It's a dope space. It's a theatre. Like I said earlier,
that's what you're using. Did someone use that recently?
Milford Honey used it recently.
So it was really nice.
Yeah, we were struggling to find a venue because we were looking for a venue that was the right capacity, the right aesthetic,
right vibe and that.
all of that. You know what I mean?
It's important.
Very important, right? So yeah, it's going to be a dope show. It's our last ever live show.
Oh, mate.
Last ever live show. So we want everyone to come out and support. If you ain't been before, your chance to be. If you've been before, you know exactly what it's going to be like. Like, calm down, man. Support us. It's going to be the grand finale.
Yeah.
Dope, man.
Grand finale, man.
We'll be down there for sure as well, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like, and I want to see a lot of faces out there. Do you know what I'm saying, man? Like, I think that, like, podcast live shows is an enjoyable experience. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, when you can get what you've been listening to for all of these years in person, then go for it, man.
And you get to see if you keep the same energy as well, because there's something being in the studio when you got to be on a stage. People want to see if you're still the same way. How they listen to you like, week on week.
Yep. Oh,
Gina.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Gina's got the spinach.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, obviously, like you mentioned before, we're still doing we're still podding, whatever.
So they drop weekly on Patreon?
So we do 2 episodes a month.
Okay.
On Patreon.
Yeah.
And obviously you can catch us on TDA.
Yeah. And TDA as well. For people that don't know, what's that?
So TDA is called, it's abbreviation, the day after.
Yeah. Right.
All right. So it's essentially a broadcast show. It's news, it's music, it's sport, but it's also popular culture, hot topics. But it's a different format than a podcast.
Right.
So we have actual headlines.
Right.
It's like a breakfast show type.
Exactly. We have different daily segments. So it's proper structured. You know how a podcast is more chilled, off the cuff, no pun intended. But this is a structured show with headlines and discussion points, and it's different. It's different, and it's every single day as well. Yeah. That's the main thing. It's every single day. Though. It's Monday to Friday at 8 a.m. and it's live. So it's live on YouTube every morning. Obviously, you can still listen and watch it back on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all of that. But it's live, so it's essentially a breakfast show.
So right. Gina followed you over there to your new job.
I can't escape Gina, you know.
Yeah, I love it.
I try and run.
She'll pull up.
She's always there.
That dispels all the rumors then. So there's no big fallout.
There's no fallout.
You're probably spending more time with Gina now than you did when you was doing the podcast.
Exactly.
I love that.
There we go.
Exactly.
8 a.m., you know.
Trust, bro.
It's a commitment.
It's a big commitment. It's a full-time job. Full-time job. Like, got to go to bed early because you got to.
Now your lifestyle structured around.
Yeah, because you can't come in the morning just like tired and stuff.
You have to be sharp. Yeah,
you have to perform. You have to perform. So you got to be on point.
Game face. I see it, man.
Basically,
that guy Brent got you lot working, but I love it.
Shout out to Brent, man.
Shout out to Brent, man.
But you know, we've been getting some of the topics this week, and that. So we can start with probably. I'll need juice for this one. Have you guys seen that post of Chunks?
Yeah.
Chunks, Lil Nas X, and Speed, the YouTuber. So just a photo. All it was a photo dropped on the gram, and I think he shot some stuff for his YouTube channel.
Okay,
some Speed and Lil Nas X, and then
right.
The internet saw the picture and just got an uproar about it.
About his religion and stuff.
About his religion and the fact he was doing content with Lil Nas X.
Right.
Some people, they're being really honest because he's gay. They added in the devil worshipper thing as well.
The thing is, when I first saw it and I first, heard that there was uproar, I thought it was because he was gay.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not really privy to Lil Nas X devil worshipping antics. I never knew that was.
I think it's the video of him twerking on the devil.
Yeah.
So there's videos of him twerking on the devil. He released a trainer with Nike and it had like
blood in
it.
Yeah. Okay.
Stuff like that. So
I remember like driving
spoke about
somewhere.
Like,
and there was a big billboard and my mum was in the passenger in it and she was
on a billboard.
She was mortified.
Because the sneaker, like I remember the visuals. I think he had like snake eye contacts and it just looked very.
He had that Halloween aesthetic. I was
it was very Halloween.
Yeah, so like if you think about the billboard, it's got his face on it, and it's just all red. Like it just had those like connotations where like to someone like as old school and religious as my mum, she's gonna see that and be like, "What the hell is this? Why is this on the mains?"
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? So, I mean. I didn't see the Chunks and Lil Nas X photo with
I saw the conversation and then saw the photo and I was like,
right,
I know what they're doing, and they cooked him, and I think it was unjust, but on one hand I did get a small element of it if this is people's angle, because you know when he said he's going to stop doing music, which is for religious reasons.
But that post wasn't about him doing music, was it?
But my thing is, I think people then look at him as like, I know I don't want to be like maybe like the good Muslim boy or having certain morals and values. As someone that's like got all this light on you, you're climbing this ladder of entertainment, being a personality, and you're still, because put it this way, how many people are going to turn down that much money? If him and Young Feely drop music today, they're going top 10. They're going top 10. He had at least some level of, whether it's 15 minutes, he had some level of time to earn money off music, and he said, I'm not doing it because of my religious beliefs. So people then looking at you a certain way. And I think that, and because of maybe their homophobia and they just don't like Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
They then couple that all together, they got onto him, innit?
Do you know what I kind of got it? Not saying that I agree with cancelling him and stuff like that, because everyone's human in it.
Come on, man.
I don't think he's getting cancelled. I think he's got flogged.
But I feel like the Muslim community are very like serious. Like they're very...
Yeah, but you know what it is for me, right? Everyone makes mistakes, innit? And just because he posted a picture of Lil Nas X doesn't mean that he is endorsing what he believes in. Yeah. That Chunks himself is, saying I'm a devil worshipper too. That's not what it is. It's just a picture.
But I get it. But you know when it's also association, right? Because for example, like, let's be honest, if like, let's say your brethren got called up for doing something mad, right? Yeah. And it was salacious stuff. Yeah. Although you don't agree, I feel like you would be more mindful of how you move.
Yeah, no,
like
I'm not saying Chunks should not have been mindful. We should have been mindful, of course. But what I'm saying is the backlash to me is a bit too much.
Okay.
It's always they're always going to go too far.
Yeah, I think the backlash. Like I saw some people making full videos.
But it is, remember,
full videos, like recording it, saying I'm disappointed.
If you've never got no views of your thing, now you can, some conversation to be had, innit? You can get a bit more engagement on your thing by having a conversation in regards to that. But then, if we look at your lifestyle and how you move, how strong are you in terms of your faith, innit?
So, all right, so what do we do now in this situation, right? Because there's two ways that you can go, right? There's like understanding the kind of climate that you're in, and the kind of value that you hold to your audience. Yeah. So I can say, I don't know if this for a fact, but I can say that, or I can guess that a lot of Chunks' audience are people that are just like him from his background, right?
That was a major part of his
Somali,
got a lot of support from this
Muslim,
community.
do you know what I'm saying? Like, so they're gonna see certain things and like, they're not in the same spaces that he's at. Yeah. So they may not even understand the world that he's in, that he's currently in, because he's at the at the top of his field, right?
Yeah.
So are you mindful of that being Chunks, or are you just gonna be like, this is an opportunity, I'm gonna do it anyway?
Because I think that thing is something you'd have to ask him. I think if there is small area for critique, is there's one thing doing content for like a channel, or going and doing TV, and another thing inviting someone into your space like a YouTube channel. Yeah, because someone at his level, there's been times he had long gaps of YouTube, innit? Because he's so busy doing other stuff. So the thing that kind of helped you come up, you don't have to do it as much anymore. Because you're growing and doing TV and all this other things, doing soccer aid, you're doing so much more. When I now go back and do my YouTube channel, something that I kind of like, I manage, control is my space. If there's any like legroom for what they're saying, is you inviting him to your space.
Right.
You having speed on. But the Donny was on Sky Sports the other day. Yeah. Like that. I didn't know who he was before, but he's a big YouTuber.
No, I actually read today that Sky Sports are not going to work with him again.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
Why?
So,
Yeah.
Some
tweets.
Yeah. From when he was like 16 and stuff. And like Donny was on Sky Sports.
Ain't he like 16 now?
He's young, bro. He's young. I don't know.
So what were the tweets?
I didn't see them. I just saw them some social tweets, innit? But it's like, what I'm making is you invite them into your space. So maybe that might be something to look at. Because I keep saying it's different than when you're on a show with people. He's in entertainment. You're going to meet gay people in the industry, and it's just what it is. You're going to meet from different walks of life, different ethnicities, cultures. You're going to meet people that are directly opposed from your community, and it kind of is what it is, and that's the gig, innit?
Yeah.
So that's the only thing, innit? So, like, even without the backlash, if I saw that photo, I'd have been like, there's going to be people on maybe burner accounts, circle tweets, they're going to have something to say about that. Your Chunks in the photo of Lil Nas X, someone's going to have something to say about it.
Like, so does he still maintain his not doing music stance?
Yeah, he doesn't release any music.
Yeah, because I'll be seeing him.
When he was like singing in the club.
I'll be singing in the club
But
and
we
shit.
so we spoke about that on TDA yesterday, actually. And,
but singing in the club isn't making music.
No, but apparently
but it's still
apparently
people are onto him. People are onto him.
Literally, when he did that last time, apparently people were like, I thought you said you're not going to sing anymore.
But who were they to get onto him? Like, who were they to get onto him?
You told us.
Like, they ain't
because
perfect.
the thing is because if you say that you're not going to sing anymore or you're going to stop making music, cool. But he tied the reason behind religion around it.
But when he was in the club doing a fucking live PA, bro.
But the thing is,
still, but like he's not doing music because it doesn't align with his religion, secular music and stuff.
Yeah.
So if you're singing like, I don't know, slow jams in a club,
Jesus.
bruv.
Yeah, but listen.
You know what? He makes a valid point.
Bro.
No, but life is a process, isn't it?
Yeah.
Life is a process.
Chunk saying, "Oh, I'm not doing music anymore." It might take him time to get out of his system. It's not it's not cold turkey.
Yeah.
Like Chunks might need a few years to completely get music out of his system.
Yeah.
Like, just because he said it today doesn't mean by tomorrow he's gonna be perfect.
This is someone that strikes me that enjoys singing.
Listen, this
He's
is something.
always singing on his snap. He loves it.
Something he's probably been doing since he's a kid.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
loves it. It's
And he can
hobby,
sing.
He enjoys it. It's probably a passion for him. It's probably hard for him to give it up.
And all the other rap niggas are like, sing, nigga.
When he stopped Dino on the way to school.
No, I'm dead.
Like Dino, yo, big man, sing.
Yeah.
Do you know his peak as well? Because I remember that generation of them bricks where they jumped off the roads and all went to church. Like people have periods when they're hot for Christ, when they first are like new converts, whatever. And not to be rude, but like you see the little pattern where it's like some people stay there and they're back outside of us lot in the clubs and that. Like their lifestyle is not matching, and it's not because they're bad people. It's just because you're living your life and you're gonna be drawn away from stuff at times, isn't it?
Do you want to hear this isn't a joke here, but
we can find some fun, laughter and some humor.
No, so there was a guy that I knew from like school and stuff, right? And he literally became like born again and took
on
it
fire for Christ.
But he literally, I remember when we all got a message on Facebook, and he was just like, "Can you untag me from any?" Like this is Facebook days. He was like, "Can you untag me from any pictures where like I'm out in the club or like doing whatever?" Like he took it very serious, and we were like, "Okay, cool." Like everyone respected it. He went off the radar and came back with a baby, and you know when I remember I kept blinking. I was like, "You ain't married." Like I was so confused. I thought
the thing is,
the flesh is weak, innit?
The thing is,
of course.
Yeah.
But it was because he was so drastic and so like
militant with it,
deleting pictures. I just thought, wow, like you're really, you know what I mean? And like he disappeared off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
If you were gonna have a conversation with him, unless it was like a Christ-led conversation, like he took it so serious. So I just was like,
I've seen many of those guys.
I thought, nigga, how your ass ended with a whole damn baby?
Yeah.
Listen, man.
No, of course.
Not everyone's gonna live their raps. It's just because people put out their own announcements.
I don't judge.
That's why people are like,
That's why I'm at more. It's like I've seen it so much. I'm like, yeah, I get it, man.
I don't judge no one, bro. Everyone's prone to
live their life, man. How many born again babes have you
when
brought
you're
home?
fresh, like,
do you know,
it's fresh. Like you've caught the Lord. You feel about the faith, and also there's also that element as well. I speak from a Christian point of view, where like you almost kind of wanted to impress a little bit. You want to quote scripture. You might want to speak in tongues. You want to like show that like I'm on fire for Christ, and that's why you might get a guy saying to you, "Untag me." The minute I saw the babe, I would have started tagging him back.
No, but do you know what? Do you know what it made me realize though? Yeah, not even just that situation, but like, I did realize that growing up, that I was very naive.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I always, whatever someone told me, I kind of took as
gospel.
Like literally. So whenever I was always finding out stuff, I just always used to think, like it used to really rattle me to my core, and I just thought, and I remember my ex just be like, "Why are you so naive? Like, you're actually the most naivest person I've ever met in my life." And I'm like, really?
And once the penny dropped for him, how did he deal with you once he knew that he was naive? Gina?
Your man saying you're the most naive person he's ever met.
They're like, oh, you're naive, yeah?
Fair enough.
Damn.
It didn't age well.
Listen, man, I think people are just gonna do what they're gonna do, and everyone should just face front. The only reason why, like, especially like when we're in this social stratosphere, everyone feels like they have that opinion on you. I watch Chunks say, that he's going to do this because of X, Y, and Z, and then he's been doing it. And okay, live your life, King. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, as long as that he feels all right within himself, he's feeding his family, he's not really offending anyone. Bro, do you know what I'm saying? Like, and
no
like you said,
perfect,
you could be
man.
and he could have said that like you said, a phase in his life, and then obviously now it's been years. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, do you have to re-announce? Like, do you know what I mean?
So I'm back on Dean again.
Yeah, like I don't know, man. I just
Listen, you can be on Dean, slip back into an old way of life, get back on Dean. As long as you know your path.
It's a journey, and he's still young, bro.
Striving, it's a journey. Exactly, man.
God's the final judge, innit? But I see them, man, like all throughout the year, and I get it. But in Ramadan, they're on it. And I think, you know what it is? I know it's going to sound rude, but if there's one time a year to be on it, Ramadan.
There you go.
I think I see that with a lot of rappers though. Like a lot of rappers that are like Muslim, I always feel like
during Ramadan they're on it,
and then I forget you're Muslim after that. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like Ramadan makes me like, and this isn't rude, but it's more like because you don't live or like, I don't see it through your lifestyle. You know, with some people you can tell that they're what religion they are based on.
How hard it is to be like a man of faith when you're out in the club and these women is on you
with a bust down.
And like, yo, you got a shouting crowd, and you're also getting paid for this thing that's a passion. You see, with like Krypton Conan, part of their come up is like talking about their faith, they're behind bar stuff and that. And then that also helps you gain an audience as well. But then that audience then holds your feet to the fire like anytime you move out of that space where you're not on Dean fully or like. So like, it's hard, isn't it? So
because people were getting onto them a couple of years ago.
I remember, was it?
Crep's verse on one DBE song on a PTSD album where he was, I don't know, he referenced the fact that, he's a Muslim. Like, he doesn't do certain things because, he called himself an Aki and that. And, like, the community got onto him. It's like, like, you shouldn't be rapping anyway.
Yeah.
But give them the opportunity to have a mean 16, they'll take it.
This is it, man. Like, you weren't saying this during Don't Waste My Time.
Listen, everyone needs to face their front, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
pretty much.
I know you deal with that. Behind the scenes, I'm sure you've dealt with that at points.
Not really, No, because I'm honest in my faith. I don't pretend to be perfect.
Fair.
I acknowledge the fact that for me it's a journey. Sometimes I'm good, sometimes I'm bad. Like I acknowledge sometimes that I don't even. There's one particular year I didn't fast because I felt like I was being a hypocrite.
That's real.
And that I fasted Ramadan's over, and I just go back to my old ways, innit? I
feel like you kind of do it from like a uniform.
Yeah, I think it was like 2016, 2015. I thought, I'm not. My heart's not in it.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm pretending.
I felt that way with church.
I respect that.
I was going to church just out of routine. It's what we do as a family on a Sunday, and my mum would expect to see me there. No matter what time I got in from my night out, I'd have to be there. Or like if I trying to go football, but at a point I was like, I'm just doing this out of habit. So
but no one gets onto me. Because like you can't get onto me. I'm the only person that can get onto me is God. Like you can't get onto me.
Yeah. Facts. That's the end of it.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
literally.
But something you need like people to keep you honest though. I think there's a fine line between like getting onto you or like just someone kind of checking. I don't know if it's checking you or just like just see when you're at spiritually, just making sure like I don't know if it's
that's different. Yeah, if someone's trying to criticize me, that's different than someone checking in and having an honest conversation.
We'd have to have a rapport and relationship.
Finding out where my head's at and
like don't try and get onto me about my spirituality when you're out here.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do it.
Don't do that.
Don't do it. Don't do it. I know you don't.
I mean,
don't do it.
I'm saying.
Don't do it.
Just saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is an interesting topic. But whilst we're here on music, MOBO, it's going to be the 25th anniversary this year.
Oh, was that why it's in London?
Yeah, I think that's why it's
it's no longer in Glasgow. Oh, thank God.
Yeah, the threat of violence is gone. We're behaving ourselves back in the ends.
Right.
Because that was always the reason, isn't it?
Yeah,
threat of violence.
Because listen, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to smoke when you travel that far. I think that's what they were thinking, innit?
Yeah, and also like I guess not the ones that are on smoke, but like you're less likely going to have like local thugs like on standby or like, do you know what I mean?
Do you know the crime rate in Glasgow?
But them man are on each other. They will do their thing over there. Yeah, they always smoke over there as well. So, but yeah, it's back in London, 25th anniversary. The nominations came out. That's why we're talking about it.
Okay.
Don't know if you've seen the list of nominees. And,
no, not yet. You know.
No. I don't know if you got them bands.
Yeah.
Once you pull them up.
No.
But I think whilst fans pull them out, one of the bigger talking points was one of the, I think it's like R&B soul categories. Mm-hmm. So if my memory serves me correct, there was Mira May, I think Mahalia.
Yeah.
I'm missing a few. Mahalia, Mira May.
Yes, so I've got it, yeah. So MOBO Awards, the best R&B and soul act nominees were LMA, Mahalia, Mira May, Neo, Shaka, and Tiana Major 9. Mm-hmm. I looked at that and I was like, no one done their research.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this person has been active this year, but no Cleo Soul.
No Cleo Soul, which was a shock to me.
Yeah. I'm not sure if she was active this year though.
She has been within the criteria. Because if I look at Shaka,
as in the man Shaka.
Yeah.
Okay.
The singer.
You hilarious.
You mean Shaka Khan?
Shaka Khan?
No, not Shaka Khan. As in, no, because he just read out bare girls. So I thought this was a girl category.
Oh.
So
yeah, it's actually best R&B and soul act.
Okay,
right?
Okay.
So it's not best R&B album or best R&B song. It's just best R&B soul act.
Yeah.
Which I think a lot of people need to take into consideration as well.
Yeah.
Shaka being the only male on the
roster
on the category.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of outrage from R&B fans and actual R&B artists alike.
Yeah.
Why though?
So who?
Just for the lack of acknowledgement of what they feel that they've done this year. For example, someone like Jack James.
Okay.
He had something to say.
I don't know who that is.
He's cold still.
I think if you like R&B, you think you like his music.
But the thing is that like I think MOBO as an entity, they're not the ones to do like the research of those that are really bubbling and doing their thing, like which
Well, you'd expect them to though if it's their award show, innit?
you would.
Question.
Go for it.
And this might sound dumb, yeah, but you know with MOBOs, is it only like British people that get nominated and stuff?
They have like best international act.
But
You don't say
generally
back in the day,
speaking-
Jay-Z and that being at the award shows.
Back in the day, it was bare.
It was an international
used to
award
win
show
it all the
back
time. Yeah. Now it's more.
No,
UK
but I mean like
focused.
with categories and stuff like that. So like, is it purely like UK based, and then they'll have
Like
like
a best Caribbean category.
and then will they have like an international?
Yes,
But like,
yes,
best
yeah,
international act, so
pretty
yeah.
much.
Because I've got the eligibility. I mean, that's what's kicking people's ass. So it says to be eligible for a MOBO Award nomination, recordings, albums, singles, mixtape, and EPs must be released within a specified eligibility period. So that period is from the 1st September last year to the 31st of August this year. So I'm like you. So when I didn't see Cleo Soul, now I'm like, what's going on in here? But some people, they release their albums unfortunately just before that category, or just after. Some people release projects like I think like Bella. I think just after that 31st of August this year cut off, and that's unfortunately why they're not included. Okay. So like if that's the eligibility and everybody that's nominated falls within that, then for me, then it's fair, innit?
What's the criteria?
1st September 2021 to 31st of August this year, and it's for albums, singles, mixtapes, and EPs.
Right.
So,
Yeah, I mean, I guess
because Cleo Soul had like in terms of project wise, some of the best music over the last couple of years.
Yeah, I
she
mean,
definitely should be nominated.
Yeah, she should have been in there. So like, when I didn't see her in that category, and I saw a lot of other people disgruntled, and I was like, listen, man, she's had a monster year. It's not even just her solo stuff. She's done stuff on the Salt project, and she's done stuff with just over the past year in it. Like, and she's collaborated with Sims. You know, she had an amazing show this year as well. Like, so all of these components you put into the best R&B and soul act for me, because it's not only just judged by the project that you put out. It's like all the other stuff that you know you've done throughout the year. But like I don't know. I just wasn't sure about this one. I was like, it's a little bit underwhelming for me personally. But I mean, Jack James, he dropped an EP this year. You know, he's had a great year. If we're talking calendar year wise, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I went to his show this year as well, which was amazing. You know, he's starting to do, you know, things overseas, and this is like what they're all trying to say at the moment. Like, the UK will only start embracing you as soon as you would go across the pond. You know, like how Tiana Major 9 has done it. She's doing great here, but like, you know, they really started to embrace her.
Once America did.
Once America did.
I'm some artists, I'm sorry though, some of them you're gonna go there and that, like cliche saying, it ain't gonna work for you. You're going to the land of R&B as well. Like, it's not gonna be that way for everybody just because it works for them. And that's gonna feel even worse when you get there, when that's a bigger field you're playing in.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna sit here and say that we don't have exceptional talent within the genre, because we do. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Bella included. Like, she's had, for me, like she's had a great rollout for the project that she's just dropped. Adultsville. Like, she's, you know, amazing. The vocals are the easy part. Everything else is like what you have to add to it. Like, you know, just her run, like, you know, the content that she's putting out, the music videos are done well. She's dancing, like, she's got a show coming out, like, and she's got like a strong fan base. So I think when this whole news dropped, a lot of Bella fans were upset. But obviously now that you've read the criteria, it makes a little bit more sense. And I hope that she's acknowledged next year.
Yeah, it will come though, because like we was out recently. It's definitely a first for R&B.
Right.
Box Park was rammed. I just don't know if, like, let's say it was 1,000 people in there. Yeah? I don't know how that translates to people's live shows. That's the only problem though sometimes.
I think a lot of people like
will go for like the bangers, the old school stuff, and also the vibe in it, because it's a good night out. Like, if it's R&B, it's more women, less men. It's like just nice vibes.
A lot of people are attached to old school R&B.
This is the thing, I am, right? So I'm like an old soul. I feel like growing up, I loved R&B, and now I still love R&B, but only old. I haven't been able to connect with anyone new. I don't know what it is. Like, I've tried.
Summer Walker?
No, I didn't connect with her. SZA, I didn't connect with her.
Trust me, the man didn't want to connect with SZA.
I hear it. What's her name? I'm looking at her face.
What about
she was in Ghana. What's her name? Black, dark skin.
Ari Lennox.
That's it.
Ari Lennox.
So this is the thing, right? All these people that we've mentioned, I think they're amazing. I think they can sing, but I've not connected with a body of work.
Right.
So singles and stuff that gets released and that I hear on TikTok that's trending, I can connect with that.
For someone like you, do you feel like a lot of the new stuff is like microwavable?
Yeah, and because I don't know what it is, but like when I listen to old school R&B, I feel the passion. I believe it.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like I connect with the song.
But
you just want man them to be begging
as well that time as well.
Maybe.
Like,
I don't know, but then like
It's a different style of sound now, isn't it?
Yeah, and
she wants the man them to be begging out in the rain.
No, not even that, because One Wish was not my song. But
that's a classic right there.
No, but
R&B is different now, man.
I don't know. I just don't connect with it the same. So I like, if I'm going to an R&B event, it's because it's old school. It will be called old school R&B.
Right.
Any playlist I listen to is old school R&B.
Yeah, and I hear you.
If I'm going to a concert, that's R&B. It's old school. So
I think a lot of people like that. There are new people that make an R&B that make good music is good. Yeah. But I think if you listen to R&B like a lot a lot of it is going to be the old stuff. Because also some of the new stuff, I think we're still at a point where some of that new stuff has to be the old stuff. It's not there yet.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we've had good music, and even when they do good new music, it's like they lean on some of the older stuff from the samples, style-wise. So until we get that point where like we've got new classics, that's when it's really going to hit home.
I think there's just like I think people are struggling to accept the evolution of the sound of R&B.
That might be it as well.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because if you really lock in, like, there's still passion there. Yeah. It's just done in a different way. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so, and we have, like, you know, more than capable vocalists that can really do something. Like Lucky Day, for example. He's amazing. I saw him, and he was great live. All the passion that you got from the crooners back then is what you're getting today, just in a modern way. Do you know what I'm saying? Because, like, if you look at people that are a lot older than us, and their heroes were in Motown and stuff, and then you go into like 90s R&B, where like a lot of people consider it the golden ages, they might have the same takes.
Yeah,
fair.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so
a bit too much salacious stuff and
so I mean, like, it's a tough one when it comes to R&B, because like we're always gonna have these type of conversations, like you know, no one's supporting and things of that nature. But I don't know, man.
I'll read out a few more. Won't flog the whole like the whole list, but let's go. So best international act. Yeah, you got Beyonce, Burna Boy, Chris Brown, Drake, Jack Harlow, Jasmine Sullivan, Kendrick Lamar, Skilly Bang, Summer Walker, and Thames.
That's a long list.
That's 8, bro.
And I feel like the list.
Get Jack Harlow out of there.
First of all,
Africa's Only Live.
The thing is, if
you lot are stalling like you don't want to back the point.
This is an African only live stream.
Yeah, back it, bro.
I mean, yeah, and the music, it didn't hit for me for this project.
Yeah. That's a lot. Also, there's a lot of people, because that's what I didn't like as well. There was some categories where there was 6 people nominated. Yeah. Somewhere there's 8. I didn't understand why there was a difference like that.
Yeah.
I feel like the MOBOs love to just appease international acts.
Because you
didn't nominate that many people.
You're banking a couple of them will come over.
Yeah. I feel like the MOBOs still pander a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there needs to be like a reshuffle in the structure over there, because I feel like they're also like looking at what Rated are doing to kind of appease to, or try to feel more connected to the UK.
Yeah, you don't want to. Do
you know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, it's like they're still in bed with the corporate lot, which want this. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know, innit? There's a lot of people there's a lot of mutuals that we know that were on the voting panel. They could only be the ones to tell you what that experience was like. Because I know that there's some people on the panel that really know their stuff, but they can only work with what they're presented with.
Yeah.
It's mad you say about them like still trying to like pander to home with like the Rated Awards. So the Song of the Year category, you've got H featuring Ashanti Baby, Central C with Doja, Dave Starlight, Digga D, Pump 101, Drea Mac, that
I never been mad about it.
And Potter Paper featuring Tiggs the Author, Gangsteritis.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's like these are all UK acts for Song of the Year.
I'm not gonna lie. That category sounds very meaty.
Yeah, but
bro, it's all over the place.
If you're still trying to do
Pump 101, like I love Digga D, but Pump 101, what's that doing there?
Even the H thing, it just seems very diluted. Like this is Robinson's.
Basically.
That is not a great Central C. That song's been big.
Which one?
Central C Doja.
I'm gonna be homophobic.
Yeah, that song was gone internationally. Vans is so dumb, bro.
Yeah,
that song has gone, and it's not a song for me, but I get it. If it's he's like one of the people.
He's killing it at the moment.
Paris show when he.
First UK rapper to sell out that Zenit.
It's like 6,000-7,000 arena.
Yeah.
The LA Lakers freestyle. So I get why.
That freestyle was dope though. LA Lakers freestyle was dope.
Do you know it was dope from like giving them the references. Like rap wise, I don't think it was amazing.
I'm a hater, so
Vans a natural hater.
Okay. It's like everyone was like, oh my gosh, like look how he dissected everything.
No, I'm not saying it was super lyrical, but it was cool that he was breaking
Yeah,
down
no.
the slang.
I rated that still.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
rated it.
I think
rated
he gave it to him in a digestible way.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
why I did like it.
Yeah.
In terms of like, if I was
That's a skill in
if
itself.
I saw an American radio person, I said, "Oh, who are the top rappers?" I wouldn't send him over there.
Yeah.
That's not
No,
what
of course,
I'd send,
of course.
but in terms of taking opportunity, he did it well.
Yeah, and with Central C, he has the look as well. Like he's
That thing's real.
marketable, and
Yeah.
I like when the UK rapper.
What is this look?
Racially ambiguous, bro.
Yeah.
I always
He's
struggle with
racially-
Central C's look.
he's
What
racially
is he look?
ambiguous.
When I first saw Central C, I never knew he was English.
Yeah,
Okay.
He looks American.
I thought he was American.
that's fair.
So they can relate to the way he
Having
looks,
that way, like
his
we don't know
appearance, the
exactly
way
where
he
you're from.
dresses,
That's gonna help you
yeah.
cut through.
There's a lot of youths like Central C and Bush.
And also,
Yeah, in West London, there's a lot of you that look just like
the way,
they could be Moroccan, they could be white.
the way
English,
he
they could be
talks, his accent is not too British. So
Yeah.
it's easy. It's more palatable.
Yeah.
I think, and that's why a lot of Americans have taken to him, because for them it's clear. There's clarity here. I can understand the words you're saying and all of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
Let
feel
me find another one and we can have a look. Album of the year. So H, Close to Home, Nux, Alpha Place, Koji Radical, stop laughing, bro. Reason to Smile, Little Sims, Sometimes I Might Be Introvert, M Honcho, Chasing Euphoria, and Mirror May, Tales of a Miracle.
This is making me feel like I'm out of touch because I ain't heard none of that.
And none of that stuff.
I think I've heard.
You just look at me like, where's the Amapiano?
I'm finished.
No, you're
What did Charlie
actually-
May say? Choo, 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 choo.
Charlie Mason, he's actually annoying.
I mean,
The thing is, even though I've heard a lot, well, I didn't listen to H's album fully. It's meaty again a little bit. Like,
I like.
I tried to listen, matter of fact, I tried to listen to H's album. I think I got
what is he going to benefit of that? Let me try.
I got about 5 or 6 songs in, and I was forcing out. I thought, this is not for. I don't care about this. I just don't.
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You lot are
I was,
good.
I was listening on purpose so I can review it for.
No, you
TGA.
sometimes you're just allowed to speak out
And I was
touch.
like, you
It's
know
not
what?
for me.
Fuck this. I turned
Yeah,
it
it's
off.
not for
I'm
me.
You
not-
lot are
I'm
good,
not-
you know. Like I saw the singles and I was like, yeah, cool. Like the thing is, H can rap.
Yeah, no.
Right?
H is a good rapper.
He can rap.
He's a good rapper.
Do you know what I'm
the
saying?
album
But the
wasn't-
album,
yeah, it wasn't-
I'm not running
Sometimes,
to
man,
listen
you just
to.
don't want. I don't want to hear your
Like that,
story, bro.
That track he has with Gigs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Slapper.
so that beats cold as well.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
beats
That
cold.
song-
I don't,
He's flowing.
I don't know what song you're talking
He's
about.
flowing on that song.
He's
yeah.
flowing. He's
But-
got a new thing. He's flowing, and I'm like, cool. But this is not someone that I would like to hear a project from. Unfortunately,
Unfortunately, yeah. Same.
do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Lil
M.
Sim's
Huncho-
album was good, and Nux and Koji Radical's album was good as well. So
I don't
That-
know
yeah,
why. I
that's
don't know
strong.
why I didn't take in Sim's album though, because I love the single with
Cleo.
So
Woman.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
one of the best songs that came
Yeah.
out. Matter of fact, why wasn't that on Song of the Year? Unless that song was released the year prior.
I'd have to double check. That might be a sign.
Because to me, that's Song of the
Yeah,
Year.
yeah.
That's song of the year.
That's an amazing song. Still,
Amazing.
I mean, it's not with Koji, Sims, Nux being on there. I'd even throw in Honcho's album wasn't half bad either. Chasing Euphoria, Mirror May was cool. I don't think it deserves the
He
nomination.
didn't hit the same way Nux,
like,
Koji,
you know what I'm
and
saying?
Lil
But
Sim's
like,
albums.
you know,
But it was a cool album.
shout outs to the people involved.
Yeah, we'll do so. The best media personality. This category is always stacked. So you got Big Zoo, Chucky Online, Chunks, Harry Panero, KSI, Mo Gilligan, Munya Chihuahua, Nella Rose, Young Philly, and ZZ Mills.
That's a lot of people.
Basically, whoever turns up might win.
basically.
That is a lot.
If it is fan vote, because didn't KSI win at the Rated Awards? So if
He
it's
did,
fan
yeah.
vote again, he might win again.
Who would I pick out of that?
His fan base are loyal though.
Who would you pick out of that?
Read names again, sorry.
Big Zoo, Chucky Online, Chunks, Harry Panero, KSI, Mo Gilligan,
I'm
Munya,
gonna pick
Nella
Nella.
Rose, Young Philly, and ZZ Mills.
I'd vote for Nella.
Like girl, uni.
Yeah, and she's just good energy, good vibes.
Good vibes, man.
She gives you
Yeah,
good vibes,
she
she's good vibes.
actually is good vibes.
Anything I see her on, good vibes.
She's the person that I feel like you'd want to be her friend. You'd want her to be your friend. She just seems blessed.
She's always gonna get my vote.
Got heritage in that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I hear you.
my Congolese sister.
yeah.
So I think I'll pick her because I know she's been doing bits this year. I've seen her, even though I don't watch her YouTube content.
Yeah, you see her on
I
stuff.
see her. I see her.
representing on the
I
red
see, you know what I mean? I
carpet.
see her. Yeah. No.
Oh, Nella.
Nella.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I see
Nella-
her
Nella's
do
good.
red carpet at the BET with
Yeah.
Harry.
Yeah.
She even got it's a pretty little thing. She got that dating show as well. I watched that and I was like, this actually she's a
The
good host.
show's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
The thing is, Nella's really good at what she does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That category is hard though. I'm looking.
it is very hard though.
Yeah, no, I was thinking. I'm glad you said Nella because I was like struggling. Who would I pick out of that?
And I think as
don't
well,
know.
what's like when they say best media personality, what are like your criteria for that? Is it just it feels quite broad because some people are on their host, some people are podcasters, some people
I think who's
YouTube.
doing great at their job?
Yeah, who's smashing it in there?
Who's smashing it? Who's obviously quality and quantity as well? Like
Does it also, like, obviously just personally from your perspective or for your vote, does it depend on whether you indulge in the content or not?
No, because I don't indulge in most of those people's content. I'm taking it from.
Same.
Just
Are they appeasing their audience?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Are they doing like their job? Like
Exactly.
Yeah, you can acknowledge what they're doing
Exactly.
without necessarily having to watch their thing every week.
What's mad is probably, you know, who's probably the real like standout there? It's actually Mo. Mo's smashing. He sold out O2 again.
Okay.
With friends. This December in LA doing stuff. He's on TV.
Yes.
Mo's on, as much as you say you've seen LA everywhere, Mo's on every channel.
You know, you're
the other
right,
day,
you
I
know.
swear he was on Big Nasty Show, came back. I think he was on Graham Norton.
He's doing big breakfast now, right?
Yeah.
He's doing the Big Breakfast.
Yeah, so
and he's
Nasty
also
was
got like an equivalent of like a Jimmy Fallon, I think, over here.
That's what he's. That's what's got. That's
Yeah.
So
That's
it was
dope.
Nasty Show. He was on Graham Norton, and then after Graham Norton, I think it was. I don't know if it was latest show again.
Yeah.
So I think the last Thursday or Friday he was on TV for like an hour and a half. Something stupid. So when you're doing that, I don't
He was getting onto poetry niggas, so he's got my vote.
okay. Fair. Where's the true hater? You know. How do you feel about that? Like, do you feel like sometimes you just embrace the hate a little bit more? Like,
Embrace the hate, man.
especially like you guys are on. You're on air.
Yeah.
Like every day. So you're not gonna like everything.
Yeah, I don't like everything,
Yeah.
but is it hate or is it just critique?
In that person.
Fine, man.
Sometimes, like, you know,
You know what I mean?
like, sometimes it's just like you got a clown thing sometimes,
Yeah.
isn't it? Like, that's out there. Poetry niggas is something that I clown.
Fair.
Like, because, you know,
No,
especially when
that's
it's
fine. There's things I don't like that
Yeah.
I'll clown, but I don't categorize it as hate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I listen to him come like, sounds like hate to me.
Get that hate off. Get the
bro.
hate off.
Sounds like
I think hate is when something is obviously good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can't give his credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know, all the people that like pretended to like Beyonce was meaty.
Yeah, that's
Right over
it.
there.
That's hate. That's hate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You good over there?
Yeah.
Are you good over there?
Over there. Let's do one for you for old school sake.
Let's go,
Best
let's go,
grime
let's
act.
Come on.
Blay Vision.
This is Gene's bag as well.
No, yeah. Grime Gene, innit? Come on.
Grime Gene.
DWE, Frisco, Kamikaze, Manga Saint Hilaire, and Novelist.
By default,
I'm giving it to my guy NOV, novelist.
And yeah.
Novelist, my guy.
I can't pretend act like I've been in tune that space too
Novelist
much.
active, and if anyone is still holding the torch for grime out of that list, obviously D-Double is.
Yeah, that goes without saying it.
Goes
Yeah.
without saying, but
Right.
in terms of anyone apart from D-Double, I'll say novelist.
I've seen him post that he's been like he's dropped projects and stuff.
Yeah,
but the person I've probably been more actively like watching their thing and listening to their thing is Frisco. And he's
Right.
Yeah,
been
Frisco's
doing
been
his
doing
thing.
some stuff.
The last couple of
Remember-
Frisco,
yeah,
like, you know,
Frisco's
like
doing some
obviously Skepta's thing has risen so much.
Yeah.
You naturally look at when's the boy better no album gonna come.
Yeah.
And I look and like I'm always wary of the crew how they're gonna move. He's not let the fact Skepta's doing his thing stop him. He's just carried on plugging away. So we got the Den as an event, and he's released the projects. The is it Bad and Clean remix?
yeah.
That's got Skilly Bang on there, Digger, Skepta, someone else, and that song's cold.
Yeah.
It's cold. Skepta's verse and there's Brazier as well. So, like, I wouldn't be mad if he won in it, but
Shout out to them,
Novelist's
man.
been active. Then I'll take a word for it.
I'll
But,
say no.
there's loads, and I won't do all of them, but I think the award show takes place on the 30th of November.
Is the Grime Act nomination sponsored by Twitter Spaces?
Why?
Oh yeah, 'cause they love a grime debate there, innit?
Bruv.
Which for Lillian.
For the whole
Twitter
year.
Spaces love a
Fam,
grime.
like,
No, I've
just-
seen some people that were classified as legends back in the day. You're going outside in the Twitter space. I'm like, is this what you lot on?
I see. I didn't listen to anything, but I saw
Hella lot
the
29 in that
commentary and
space.
stuff.
yeah, it was
Must have hella lot
ridiculous.
29.
Yeah, hell lot 29.
Academics and that.
Yeah, hella academics, bro.
Avery stuck it.
AV,
Yeah, and shot jackets
Air
and that.
Max, Air Max 95s.
Yeah, that's part of the culture, innit?
Yeah, so 30th of November, we'll definitely check it out. Gina, did you see our good sister, Steph London? She was
did.
taking shots at the Mummy's Boys.
I did.
Mommy's boys.
How do you feel?
I mean, I get it. Like,
I love Gina.
I mean, I get it. Like, no one really wants to date a mummy's boy, to be honest with you.
What is a mummy's boy to you?
So, like, a mummy's boy is like a guy who doesn't have his own balls. No, I'm joking. A guy who, like, isn't able to, like, make decisions outside of his mum. Like,
Cut the apron strings a little bit.
yeah, like, you're still on her tit.
Right.
You're still getting breastfed. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's nothing wrong with having a close relationship with your mum.
Yeah.
Because you kind of, like, it's even attractive because I feel like,
You would want a healthy dynamic
yeah,
between
and also, like, I'd hope and like to believe that because you have a good relationship with your mum, you maybe respect women. You respect women to a certain degree in it. Do you understand what I mean?
I'd like to think so.
I'd like to think so, but
sometimes they treat their mum and the sister amazing. The rest of you women,
no, literally, we're in the shit. So yeah, but yeah, I'd like to. Yeah, so I've got no issues with like you having a close relationship with your mum, but like, you know, when them ones where it's like you clearly can't do anything without her approval, or like you don't live your life for yourself. You're clearly living your life for your mum. Like
mumsy speaks up, you don't back
like
your lady. And
so we had this conversation on TDA yesterday, and it was about like if you like, not saying that you have to pick your partner. It's hard, isn't it? Because I get it being a bit conflicted in the sense where like, one, no one's telling you to throw away your parent, but at the same time, it's like your mum has her own family. You're now trying to create your own.
Tell mums to go find her man.
No, but like, let's say you're like your mum. You're part of your mum's family, right?
Yeah, of course.
And you now need to go and create your own family.
Of course,
do you understand what I mean? So it's like, would you, like, you can't marry your mum, you can't date your mum, and no one's gonna be here forever. So it's like, would you? You
gotta live your life for you, basically.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. Yeah. So like, let's say your missus and your mum. Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't get along, and your mum, and this is what, and I'm gonna phrase the question specifically. Yeah, your mum was in the wrong, right?
Impossible.
But your mum,
Mummy boy,
mummy's boy. But let's say your mum was in the wrong, and you knew she was in the wrong. Are you gonna back your missus, or are you gonna, you know how sometimes it might be like, oh, but she's my mum, just go.
No, I would like to think.
What's backing though? Like, do you expect all guns blazing and that?
No, because I'm not expecting you to like disrespect your mum.
Yeah.
But you know how some people won't be able to confront their parent in the sense where it's like this, like you're actually in the wrong here.
Do you know as well? You also got to factor in here. If for myself, I've never had a time where I've even confronted my mum.
Yeah.
Of something with regards to me, it's even difficult then to even do that, like to learn that just off the back of my lady. That you got to factor that in.
So
I would like to think
you're mummy's boy.
No, I'm actually not, but I would.
Not you, but I'm saying in that
scenario, then you may be. But if you've never even had like an argument or like any like tension with your mum, it's going to be difficult to be like, you know what, X, Y, Z. But with your lady,
not really though. You don't have to be in an argument with your mum though. You can sit your mum down and say, "Mum, it depends what happened." Right?
Yeah, of course.
You can relay to your mum that you're not happy about X, Y, Z without it being an argument.
Yeah.
No? Yeah.
I would like to think that if you've got a honest understanding.
Yeah.
If you ain't got any understanding,
I think we're all speaking and thinking about how our mums are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mum's cool, she's chill.
Yeah.
So if I spoke to her about something, she'll take it on the chin. It wouldn't be a shouting match or a back and forth, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would definitely pull my mum up, but I think sometimes women don't also understand, like, that's one of the most, in terms of like the things you go through as a man, that is probably one of the most difficult things you'll go through. Like being in between those two. Those are the two of the most important women to you.
Yeah.
Like being between your mum and your lady, you lose on both. You there's no win either end. Like, definitely, I would hope most guys do check their mum. Like if your mum is in the wrong, because you've got to back your lady, and like end of the day, like my meat to rice ratio, like needs to be healthy. Like what do you want me to do here?
Listen,
and like like a cultural aspect also comes into play sometimes, where like they still go off like
adults are always right.
Yeah, like those kind of like wayward values.
Not now though, man. We're all
obviously now, like I mean, like well, it depends, innit? Like some people's parents are like, and some people have a very different type of relationship with their parents, where like they wouldn't even dream of like, or they wouldn't even dare of like even just disagreeing.
But Yusuf's forgetting he's walking in the room shoulders first. They're not telling him off. They're walking in shoulders.
They just stop telling them off at 12.
The thing is, nobody get to a point with our parents so we can have honest conversations with them.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
you know what it is? I'm probably pushing back. It's happening more of late. So it's a new thing with me. Like, when I first moved out, I didn't really tell my mum. It was like, I told her super late. It was like, hey mum, I found a flat with my lady and I'm moving out 2 days. That was the first time I ever had any little fallout. We didn't speak to for a couple of days. Me and my dad, we fall out all the time. Me and my mum, never.
Does this happen with dads though? Like,
you asking the wrong
dad
you asking the
and
wrong person.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
no, if my couple of dads moving out, I'd be like, oh, when?
I've been waiting for you to go. He's worried about his
come out.
Ratio.
Yeah. Come out of the house. No, it's just like wondering, like, do the like does a girl bring a guy home and then the guy doesn't get along with her dad? Like, I don't really hear those stories.
Okay.
I never hear those stories.
As a man, unless it's off how you treat the lady. Like, you shouldn't have fucked that one up, because that's a really easy win. Just like, be respectful.
Yeah, I thought dads are more easygoing when it comes to that kind of thing.
You're trying to say men are more easygoing?
No, dads.
I don't let man's walk you past down that dark alley.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's specifically, especially with sons.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think mums are more protective over their sons, and the woman that's essentially, I don't know, taking her place. Right? Yeah. That's not how I see it. But
Why is that though? Like, why is that?
That's how society's framed it, right?
Yeah.
With his dads, that's not really going to care about his son's missus. Maybe the dad will be edgy about his daughter's husband or her daughter's his daughter's boyfriend, whatever. That's
his thing is more.
Because I got a friend now, like, who, you know, just a new mum, right, and she's already concerned about like
your son's gonna change.
Yeah, and I'm like, why? Like, why?
She's concerned about her son what?
Who about like in the future, like, you know, I better like his missus, like, his missus better not.
Well, her son's what? How old is her son?
2.
She needs to
and I'm like, allow it, man.
Reduce it, please.
I'm like, allow it.
Yeah, allow it.
Like, this is what creates all of that in the future. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it then enables certain things, and then it becomes a difficult situation or a difficult conversation to have. Do you know what I mean? But
have you guys ever been anything long enough where like your parents know your partner and they're around and they interact and stuff?
Yeah,
I've introduced my parents to every single girlfriend I've had.
Okay, you're a trooper.
I've had
massive revolving doors.
You're assuming I've had bare girlfriends. I haven't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fucking with me.
So, you know, if I'm in a relationship, they
absolutely, man. Absolutely. As you should, bro. Like, because, like,
but it's not everybody your parent, your mum needs to to meet.
No, that's what I'm saying. Girlfriends.
Your girlfriends.
But, apart from girlfriends, my parents haven't met any other girl in my life.
No, they don't need to.
Exactly.
Impossible.
I ain't met Gina, no.
Relax, bro.
No. My parents actually haven't met Gina, you know.
No, but Yusuf's met.
I met her,
all my family members.
Her mum's my dog.
Yeah.
My doggy.
Yeah.
No, but like, it seems like Gina and her mum have like this very. It's like a sisterhood
like
in a
friends,
way.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying?
That's the thing with my mum, though. My mum's very active and involved in my life. So she's too much to sometimes. Yeah.
But does she know like your itinerary?
My mum knows like.
Her mum is on our Patreon. She subscribes to Patreon.
No, we need that bread, bro.
Yeah, we need.
That's what I'm saying.
Get this bread,
bro. No, I'm saying that's how deep it is. Her mum subscribes to Patreon.
But then does that affect sometimes how you like your content or how you pod and stuff?
No, you see, I think I have one of the most healthiest relationships with my mum.
Okay.
Because my mum knows who I am.
That's dope.
Like, she's listened to every episode of every pod. I've been vulnerable. I've been on it. Do you know what I mean? Like, when I'm on the pod, I feel like anybody who wants to know me should listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
Anybody who's like a listener, follower, whatever, who can say they really know me. Is not from my content online. Yeah. It's from the podcast. Because I feel like when I'm on the podcast, I'm so transparent.
Yeah, that's a real version of you.
Literally. And my mum hears all of that. So my mum knows me. Like, there's nothing I can say on the pod. I can talk to my mum about sex. Like, that's the kind of relationship we have. So
Hey yo.
Hey,
yo.
no, but I can.
Also,
Yeah, that's
Auntie,
dope.
forgive me, but even Gina's mum has called me before to speak about Gina and told me not to tell Gina. Like, we've had our
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like we spoke at length about Gina. It's like, don't tell her I've called you, kind of thing, innit?
Just wanted to check in and make sure.
But
she needs to have her eyes and ears, innit?
Yeah, mum's involved.
But that might be speaking to what you were saying about earlier about like being able to pattern or pull your parents up. If also they don't know who you truly are, then it's sometimes going to be harder to sit them down and say, I'm not happy if you're moving my lady or my guy, whatever. If your parents know exactly who you are, it's going to be easy for you to communicate.
But the thing is that like I think also that your parents sometimes can't keep up with your growth. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so they may have known you like when you were 21.
Yeah.
But you've grown within that space, and like they can only see that from a surface, but they don't actually know what's going on like within the core of you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so when you're going through certain things and you get to like, I don't know, your mid-20s and in your late 20s, they're still seeing you as the person that they knew. Like
they
maybe
just know
10 years
stages.
ago.
We drop you to school.
Yeah.
So
it's a
first day of
difficult
secondary
one.
school, you're on your own. You go college, you go uni. You're meant to go to uni, come out, get married, and then go and start your family. This how you've been lingering in the house 27, 28. They can't wait to get rid of you.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah. I mean, like
That's
if
dope.
you have that, it's super dope.
That's nice that your mum got that bond and that. So,
and do you know what? It was never. like it was never always like this.
Really?
Like, yeah, it was,
Something you had to
it
work
was
on.
the complete opposite before. So like the way we're so close now, you'd think we've been like this for years, and that's not the case. I think as I've got older,